Hi guys, this is Paul with Tweaktown. We're continuing our coverage here at Flash Memory Summit 2014, and right now we're speaking with Tom Coughlin, who's very much the man behind the scenes. He's the general chairman of the Flash Memory Summit, which is the largest solid-state conference in the world, among other adventures from Tom. He also is a writer for Forbes and writes books and runs Tom Coughlin and Associates, a consulting firm.
Yep.
So Tom, could you just tell us kind of how you feel the show's going, and it's growing a lot?
Yeah, so I feel the show has gone very, very well, and there's a lot of excitement and energy here. We are up about, our estimate, something like 10% where we were last year in terms of attendance, and we've got 12 keynote speakers, including a keynote from Alibaba to start things off, and a whole bunch of flash manufacturers and storage system folks that are building with flash, and there's just fascinating sessions. We have one more session, parallel session we had last year. We got 9 sessions going on at one time, and these rooms are full.
Yes,
a lot of these
packed.
rooms are full. Yeah,
it is definitely packed. So what do you feel is driving some of this excitement for flash storage right now? It's pretty explosive.
I think it's the need for speed, to be honest.
Yeah.
There is there's a lot of applications that the value of getting things done very, very quickly, or with low latencies, with very fast response time when you want something. For a lot of applications, that's extremely valuable, and I think that that's driving major transitions in storage, processing, and networking as a consequence of that. And that, I think, are the things on the enterprise side that are driving it. The other thing is that flash is basically an enabler for consumer things that we're looking at now, plus what's oftentimes called the Internet of Things. That we've got storage for things that people are going to be, that'll carry data on things that will be everywhere.
Yeah.
in everything.
And it's kind of interesting to me that in the past, it seems like for new storage technologies, they're designed around the system, but now we're kind of reaching that point to where systems are being designed around the flash. Can you talk about some of the applications that you see?
So in addition to changes in the interfaces and the speed and characteristics we can do to provide data, we're also seeing changes in the fundamental software at all levels, and this will enable us to take advantage of the characteristics of flash memory. When you have software that doesn't anticipate long latencies like you'd get with hard disk drives because of the mechanical rotational latencies. And so I think together, and that's why I say it's driving the interfaces, it drives the connectivity. You combine the software, you combine the increased speed and capabilities of the flash memory of the solid state storage device themselves, and you also combine software that's built around those things. Then you can build unique type of systems that are capable of doing things you've never been able to do before.
That's excellent. And in the many years you've been involved in the storage industry, I'm sure you've pretty much seen it all. But what excites Tom Coughlin about what's new at Flash Memory Summit that is really interesting to you?
Some fascinating things. I see some new initiatives could lead to standards and developments in the industry, the movement into flash into sort of commodity-based enterprise storage systems, enabling data analytics and other transaction-based processing. I see announcements and discussions of technologies that can extend the endurance of flash memory devices by carefully monitoring what's going on in the device itself and changing voltage and other important characteristics during the life of product. There's just movements from 2-level cells to 3-level cells and trying to make that a practical technology beyond consumer, moving into perhaps into enterprise. Just a lot of things that could lower the cost and provide a greater, some new flexibilities and capabilities built around the use of flash memory. So I think that those are the things that are driving the interest in flash memory and why it's having such an enormous impact on computer architectures, on consumer devices, and basically on our lives as a whole.
And I've noticed there's a lot of NVDIMM technology here, a lot of marriage of the advantages of DRAM. You can flush down to, or flash, you can flush down to flash from DRAM.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that market segment? How do you see that moving forward?
So we see the NVDIMMs and other DIMM-based storage provides fast speeds, and there's a lot of different varieties of the way people are doing this. With DRAM, the RAM card, basically with with flash backup, super caps, to flash-based cards. There's enormous creativity it's basically a virgin frontier with enormous potential. And that's extending even, what people are doing with PCIe and again, moving into M.2 and the NVMe. It's just a lot of creativity, a lot of things that are going into these devices. And there's new technologies like some of these beyond just the NAND flash that moving into things like spin tunnel torque MRAM.
Yeah, MRAM, PCM.
The PCM, the resistive RAM technologies. There's a lot of players who are here that are looking at the next generation of products that could have enormous consequences, moving, for instance, from currently volatile DRAM and SRAM into a non-volatile memories, which could become really game-changing in terms of basic computer architectures.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time, and that's the great thing about a conference like this. It kind of helps us keep our finger on the pulse of the storage industry.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you having us out, Tom.
Well, thank you very much. Pleasure to talk to you guys again.
Yep.
We'll see you later then.
Yep.
Thanks.